everybody to Cup with Gup on this Wednesday, September 1st, 2021. You would think we have turned the calendar and headed into fall. You kind of feel like September, football, fall, barbecue, cold weather, and we are going to have our hottest day of the year here in Norman, Oklahoma. Should get up to about 110 with the heat index, which is no bueno. But we'll get through it. Better temperatures to come in the future. I will run through my final thoughts on PGA, highlight some college football stuff, and then we will get out of here. Be back tomorrow for a little review of the ownership stuff, how it all worked out with the 30-man, and then start hitting on some NFL stuff, college football stuff as we head to week 1 of college football. And then we're getting NFL rosters trimmed down, all the cuts being made yesterday. So we I'll go through that and kind of give some thoughts, updates on that, update anything rankings wise, talk about some stuff. If you guys are doing a lot of guys playing their fantasy drafts around Labor Day weekend, so I'll give any updated guys that have moved up or down for me since our final rankings were posted on the website. I posted on Twitter earlier. You can go check it out. It's the pin to the @Gups Corner Twitter account. Been doing this promo since August 1st. So if you've joined since August 1st, you are included. But through September 13th, use the code NFL, get 25% off, which includes a 7-day risk-free trial. If you are a current member and you want to upgrade, after checking out I also posted the tutorial. I talked about it yesterday for the green machine updates, golf tools, stuff like that. I've had great feedback on that. A lot of things people didn't realize we had in the golf tools. So you go check that out if you haven't. But if you want to upgrade, DM me on Slack or Twitter, and I will get you your loyalty code. This goes through September 13th. Prices go up September 14th. Some prizes we were giving away. I posted a picture on Twitter. We got an autographed Bryson DeChambeau rookie card from Artifacts, Upper Deck Artifacts, that golf that came out. Pulled that in one of the boxes and give that away. It's a pretty sweet signature on there. Got some Masters swag we'll be giving away, some Gups Corner swag, and then I'll be giving away some Millie tickets as well. All you have to do is sign up and be through your free trial period. So when this ends September 13th, I'll wait till September 20th to see everybody that chose to cancel. That's fine. If you cancel, your call. But to be eligible for the prizes, you'd have to officially be a member or had upgraded in the same time period. Posted the prizes for the PGA Listener League Championship this week in Slack. So if you were one of the, I think we had about 39 guys that were winners, a few multiple winners in there. The winner of the league this week will get first choice, then second will get second choice, third will get third choice. If you want to go take a look at the picture I posted in the GC Warrior Room Slack, you can do that. One of the prizes is 2 Tony Finau rookie cards, numbered to 199, about a $200 value there. Some Master swag plus $50 DFS money. And the third option is a $100 Millie ticket for NFL Week 1 main slate. So good luck to everybody participating in that. If myself or a contributor finishes in the top 3, our scores will not count. So it'll be the top 3 non-GC employees, I guess you would say, are eligible for that. Rate and review us on iTunes. I will be doing more giveaways during NFL kickoff week. That is a free way to go get that done. Subscribe to us on YouTube and like this video, please. I'll do some YouTube comment winners tomorrow on the Cup with Gup. In the comment section below, tell me one person that is 9K or above that you want to fade this week for the PGA Tour Championship. Only 30 guys in the field. Tell me one person 9K or above you want to fade this week. And I'll pull all the comments from this week and give some stuff away tomorrow on Cup with Gup. Updated thoughts for me. The rain has moved out of Atlanta. Looks like it's going to be a perfect week outside of that. So no more rain. It's going to be temps in the mid-80s, which is beautiful. Very light winds for the most part. Nothing crazy. Could play a little soft to start the week. But all in all, it looks like it's gonna be a great tournament, great finish to the season. I encourage you. You can go check out my Twitter, and I posted, if you're not a member, the 2020 and 2019 results because I mean, the average score is about 4 under um, raw score. So I mean, this isn't. There are guys that'll go low and going to shoot good rounds, no doubt. But it is a little harder to make big moves as opposed to like last week. You're going to have a few guys make some moves, and that's going to be the key is making sure you hit on the right guys and make moves. But there are not going to be a lot of guys, like I mentioned yesterday. There's only 2 guys that shot better than 7 under 2 years ago. But if we think it's probably going to play a lot more like last year, which I think it will, there's still only 6 guys that shot better than 8 under. So it, it does matter. I think the tool that I created helps a lot in deciphering who you think will make that move, and just believing in that. Once you kind of get through who you think can make the moves or who has the best chance to do that, and also the guys that are up there that have the good chance to continue, because I think those are in play as well, is a big key this week. I wrote in the Glorious Nucleus Triple G kind of combo article some strategy tidbits that I like this week. If you want to go check that out. Um, and then I'll hit on the ownership stuff. I almost got that wrapped up in the Gup's final thoughts. Moving up for me this week, there's not a lot of guys, so I don't, you can slice and dice this only so many ways, right? There's 30 guys we're talking about. But I like Morikawa. I like the comments so far. He's 8,300. He played this course good last year. His game should fit this well. There's not as much risk there at 8,300 bucks. He's starting -3, so he could actually make a decent run here. If you got him finishing in the top 10, I mean, he's gonna be at least close to even on the money spent if you use the tool. So if he can climb all the way up to there, I think that's you know a guy that I'll be on and just hope that the injury keeps his ownership low, or the potential injury and how he's played the last 2 weeks and so on and so forth. Sung Jae moved up for me, in the deep dive, but he's also becoming very popular this week. I think he's gonna be one of the top 4 or 5 owned in the entire field. But I do like him. Everything fits as you look at the close. He's trending upwards, so the deep dive showed that. He loves Bermuda greens. He's moved to Atlanta, all that kind of narrative stuff that's been out there. Don't mind him. You just got to figure out where you're going to be different. Like, I mean, you can't start like Rom, Burger, M. I mean, it's going to make it real difficult to be different unless you're leaving some money on the table. And I talked about that on the side. I mean, I think you can leave, you know, $1,500 plus on the table this week to really make difference, especially if you're doing MMEs. My majority of my focus is going to be large MME builds, 50, 75, 100 type lineups. I don't know if I'm even going to do any 1 to 3 max type stuff this week. Um, just kind of work on my player pools and the scenarios I think that could play out and give me my best chance to try to take one of those down. And then the last one's Cam Smith. I like him if he can hit some more fairways. Which we've seen him catch fire, and last several weeks he's been playing really great. And then he blows it right at the end there, and that hurts. But this is a course where, being around the green, doing well there, and that kind of stuff certainly helps you. And that's him to a T, right? I mean, he's not quite like Jordan, but close to it. The only thing that worries me is he hasn't played this course well. He got a 20th and a 24th, but I think he's playing really, really good coming into this week with some confidence. He's going to be one of the lower owned up there, above 10K with Jordan. So that's one guy that's kind of moved up for me. I'll have some shares with him. Ownership in general is going to be fairly spread out flat. You're going to see a lot of guys above 10%, and a ton of guys above 20%, a few guys above 30, and 1 or 2 could even flirt with 40% this week. So it's really going to be about that construction part and getting the player pools nailed down. Fade/move down, like I mentioned Monday, there's no true fades this week because there's only 30 guys, right? I mean, if you're building MMEs, you may be playing them all, but guys that I would plan right now to be lighter on than the field, kind of looking at my ownership potential projections. And I don't think you have to get crazy with this. Like with 28 guys, I think if you take a pretty good stance on two or three of the top 10 owned, let's say, that gets you enough different that you can work around it. So for me, it's Bryson. You know, a lot going on with him and the whole heckling and all that. I'm not really here to get into that, but he just hasn't played this course extremely well. And he's the third highest priced guy. He's only two back, so I do think he'll garnish some ownership, but not a massive amount like last week. But he's I think he's a good place to get leverage on and just hope he doesn't figure it out or I don't know if he's going to try to club down and do well or what, but 22nd last year here. What did he shoot gross? Let's check that out. I got that pulled up. He shot one over last year. Did not play in 20. No, he did. He played in 2019. He started with 0 strokes and he shot 4 under. So um, he's 3 under over 8 rounds here total. So Bryson's one I'm off of. Berger is another one. This is simply I got to find a spot to get leverage. I like Berger. I think he's going to be up there in the ownership though. That top 8, top 6 type numbers. He's finished 15th, 15th, 15th. I mentioned that Monday. His last 2 years, he shot 3 under raw, and he was not in it in 2019. So you know, I get it with he fits right, but there's other pieces down there that I think when you factor in ownership, that I'm like, all right, I'll take the risk reward there of fading him and just hoping it pays off, at his price. And then EVR, EVR, I think will become popular because of his he's a dead min 5K, and so as people want to try to cram maybe Rom JT, Rom Finau, Rom even Cantley maybe, or they try to get three decently studded guys, Rom, JT, and then like Shoffley or something, or Rory, right? Rom, JT, Rory. If you want to try to do that, guys may go, well, I'll just, we get 4 guaranteed rounds. I'll take the discount. Just hope EVR continues. He's been putting amazing. He's played well, but he's going to garnish some ownership with that, especially being the cheapest of the 30 this week. So probably be light there because I don't mind playing Stewart Cink for 200 more, and I think Stewart will be half the ownership of EVR this week. And so those are the spots that I talked about, and I've talked about in the premium articles where I don't have to take a big stance on ROM when I can come down here and just play ROM, even if you want to be even to the field, and then make choices like that that'll set you off and be a little bit different. Names that pop to me, I'm only going to give one, and it's, it may be a cop out or whatever. I just hadn't talked about it much, but it's DJ. I mean, 10-7, he's kind of going to be in the middle of everything. I think he'll be middle of the pack ownership. His price is tough if you don't believe he's going to make a run because whether you're starting with Cantley, Rom, or maybe if you go JT, DJ, you could get that. But I just don't think many people are doing that. I think they're dropping down to a Rory, Shoffley. A lot of people want to get Shoffley in there with his history, stuff like that. DJ's got a first, a third, and a sixth there, right? And so in raw scores, which I'm keen on much. He shot 11 under in 2020. Now he sucked in 2019. He's 13 over, so just had a terrible run at it. But I feel like he's closer to being in form and closer to last year than definitely 2019. He looked good on Sunday finishing. And if he can drive the ball well here, I like his chances as good as anybody. And we don't have to worry about too much ownership. I really like Rory a lot too, but Rory's he's gonna be up there, probably top 3 owned. So DJ gives you a middle of the pack guy. If you can make it fit, I definitely like him. And then my 2 leverage plays of the week are going to be Spieth and Reed. I think Spieth or Cam Smith, one of those two will be the lowest owned when you're paying 10,000 or above. And then Reed will be the lowest owned in the field, I believe. Not a lot of talk about him. Some people didn't even have him in. I've seen a few optimizers out there that don't even have him loaded yet because he wasn't even in the initial build. Not their fault. I'm just saying that he's just not on the radar anywhere. And then plus, if people look it up and they go, oh well, I mean, shit. And it's extreme concern that like I talked about yesterday, he's going to get fatigued or he gets the money. So it's not a money deal. I don't know if he's trying to prove for the Ryder Cup, if he's trying to show, hey, I am healthy. Don't leave. I mean, don't know any of that, but it's certainly going to be a massive leverage play if you want to take that risk. But it does come with a lot of inherent risk, so make sure you're aware of that. And this Spieth is just going to be, like I said, one of the lower owned. I think him or Cam will be um, two of the lowest owned, or the two lowest owned in that range for sure. And so those are kind of the leverage plays of the week for MME stuff. If you're looking that route to go, or if you go single max, you put one of them in. I mean, that gives you some good leverage for sure. College football is back. We had week 0 last week. Started out with a bang on DraftKings across the board over in the GC Warrior Room was great. We get achievements are now on DraftKings. I was told they were going to be on there about 3 weeks ago, and late last week I was kind of feeling like I had egg on my face because everybody's like, "Where are these now?" Or achievements. We never had them for college football. Um, and I was like, man, I was told that for sure they were going to have them. Well, they dropped them, so they are up. If you want to go take a look at all the different season long achievements to be eligible on college football. I lean the over tonight if you're wanting to kind of a play. I just, on the kind of podcast since I'm going to be doing them daily basically from here on out, I'll give some lean, some personal plays. My official plays will always be posted on the site. Every once in a while, I'll give you a free official play as well. I don't think it'll be a very close game tonight, but I do lean the over. Um, if you want to get real technical, you could go the first half over potentially. I don't like doing that early in the season because sometimes the guys are getting in their rhythm and all that, and maybe they pick it up and have a big second half. So with a big heavy favorite like that tonight, I lean the over for the game. Article is up on the site for tonight and tomorrow's 8-game slate by Mr. Berger. He is currently probably about to or should be close to having his third baby. His wife, they had a scheduled C-section, I believe, this morning. So hope and pray that everybody is healthy and happy. Looking forward to a happy text from him later on today. No Friday slate up yet on DraftKings, but I think they kind of do that to make sure that Thursday gets filled. I don't know. At worst case, I think we'll see a showdown slate Friday, but there's a four. I mean, I think you could see a 4-game slate as well. I'm sure, and then there's the huge 13-game slate this Saturday that we'll have covered as well. No pod this week from Bobby. He'll start that up probably next week, but he will have all the coverage in the write-ups and then in the GC Warrior Room. We'll have all that handled for week 1. Early looks to tomorrow. I got three games I'm eyeing. I kind of lean right now. UCF -5, ECU and App State over 56, and then Ohio State -14. If you can get 13.5, that's great. I'm kind of waiting. If that moves to 13.5 for sure, that'll be your free play of the week. It'll be an official play for me on the site. I will most likely bet it at 14 and release it anyways, but I have seen some 13.5 potential flirting. So keep an eye on that. We're a day out. So if you can snag it early at 13.5, that's a free play of the week this week. I will be back tomorrow to review a little bit of the Tour Championship and dive into some college football and then get you ready for your fantasy drafts this weekend. If you have any particular questions for me you'd like answered on tomorrow's pod related to your season-long home draft, stuff like that, let me know. If you're doing best ball, which is a awesome thing that people are getting into, mention we are now affiliates with Underdog. You can use the code GUP. Deposit $10 and you get 25 instant dollars. We had a few guys in Slack do it this morning. The money was there in seconds. They've already started doing some puppy drafts, the $5 ones, loving it. So use the code GUP, G-U-P. You get $25 free money, no strings attached if you just make a $10 deposit, your first $10 deposit with the site or the app. The app is awesome. Just go to the App Store, type in Underdog, download it. With your first customer deposit of $10 or more, you can do more if you want. You get a free $25 instantly, and there's no strings attached there. Lastly, one more time, NFL, 25% off. Go check out the tweet I put up there. All good prizes we're going to be giving away the week after we kick it all off. That all ends Monday Night Football, September 13th, and prices go up September 14th. If you want to upgrade as a current member, reach out to me on GC Warrior Room or Twitter. You guys have a blessed day, and hopefully have a great week here for the Tour Championship. Thank you.